Hello guys and welcome to BitsBytes. Today we discuss about the file handling in C. So today topic is how to create a file and how to insert data in that file using the C program. If you not subscribe my channel, click on the subscribe button and also click on the bell icon for upcoming videos. And if you like that video, the content of the videos, click on the like button and also share your views in the comment section. So let's start our topic, file handling. So why we need files? When we close our program or terminate our program, then all data entered by the user is lost. So we should preserve all data in some files or some storage area. Somewhere else we can store that data. So that problem is solved using the file. So we should write file handling code. Then if user wants to sort something that written in file, so we can sort, user can sort using the file and take the data from the file. The large number of data entered from the file, because each and every person says I am written in that file, you can read that data and to your own. So that kind of thing. It will take a lot of time to enter them all, because very large number of data user cannot enter. So however, if you have a file containing all the data, you can easily access the content of the file using few commands in C. You can retrieve the data from the file easily. Like if you are a marketing person and you have a program, like you have an Excel sheet, you want to read data from that, so you can easily read data from that. But you should know about the how to manage the file in C program, using the C program. So you can do lots of operation in C. You can easily move your data from one computer to another without any changes. You can create a file after terminating your program. A file is contain all the data entered by the user, and that data can be moved from one computer to another using another peripheral device like pen drive or some other storage devices. So types of file in C, there are two types of file: text file and binary file. Text files are those files who can easily read by the humans, like our English language written in that file, we can read that file. So the data, the content read by the human being. Mostly the text file extension is .txt files that you can easily create it using Notepad or any simple text editor. When you open those files, you will see all the content within the file as a plain text. Plain text is referred to the human readable text. You can easily edit or delete the content. Okay. They take minimum effort to maintain. This is the advantage of text file, minimum effort to maintain that file, but they provide least security and bigger storage space. Take bigger storage space and least security are provided by the text file, because anyone can open that file and read the data. So we want some kind of file who is not read from the file easily. So the another file helps to me for security purposes, that is binary file. Mostly extension is .bin. It is, instead of storing data in plain text, in which data are stored in the form of zeros and one. We can say binary number. They can hold higher amount of data. It is the advantage. It is capable to store higher amount of data, are not readable easily, and provide a better security than text. And it is take less space compared to text files. So we are working with files. So firstly we include two header files as studio.h, standard for standard input output, standard libraries. Two files are included. Call it I am calling that function file write for writing the file. So we create a file pointer for pointer. Okay, who holds the address of that file? We need the address of the file. Then we can access that file. Only if I want to go anywhere, we need address. Then we can access that data, or we can go for that area, any area. So that is a concept in computer. Each and everything is having address. If you have a mouse also having an address, file also having an address. So we're talking about the file address over here. In file handling we need file address, which area of the hard disk that file is stored. So f pointer. So how can we know where? Fopen is a function. It return the file pointer, file type pointer. So first we write the content. I am write the path of that file, where you find the file, or where I want to create that file. So I want to create that file in desktop, and now my file name is text. We want to write, so we use W. There are various kind of modes in file handling. R refers to for reading only, W refer for writing, A for append. R plus for read and write, W plus is read and write, A plus is read, write and append. Okay, append also means write. So first I opening the file. This line is helps to opening the file in write mode. In write mode only we can open that file in write mode. So that file is created. Now we use ptr to need like taking one value. I am creating very simplest program. Now we just enter ith value each and every time, but in some sequence, like fprintf is a function for writing the content in the file. Only we talking about the text file, not now we are not talking about the binary file. Over here we talking about the text file. In binary file the function is changed. Over there the function name is fwrite. File write is a function for writing the content in the file. The format specifier we use in the printf, we simply say which kind of data we insert in that file using dot format specifier we give. I write ith value, but in some here and we just close it. So we close the stream using this. So our program is ready. Just cc just our file is created. I told I will do this. I show you f1.txt. See, see 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Oh, here I use spacing using the tab. The formatted data is used. So this is one of the simplest program for enter data in text. But if I want to enter data in binary, then how can we do this? Write data in binary is the simplest procedure. We use those files again, and this is a file for writing. If I want to see this, it's giving the error or not. I think it's not giving any error. File is created. Like simplest way. We're talking about over here is file writing in binary. So without wasting the use global variable over here like file pointer. The variable is global, so we can access anywhere, any function can access that data, like public bus. If I'm talking about public bus, anyone can use that service. So this pointer, ptr, anyone can use for opening the file, insert data in that file, reading the file, append the file data, or something else. So first use again its bytes. Bin I am writing. If you are not writing anything, that's no issue. WB I used. That means writing in binary. Write in binary. But we should, in previous example I am not using checking. I am not thinking like the memory space is full, but if you create n number of file and your memory is full or occupied by some other files and previous no storage in your device, then the PTR value or the file pointer value is null, because it cannot be initialized by data. It cannot access that memory block, so it's given null. So just simply I write error not created, I am not, or some mishappening with RAM or something else, because we insert the file, that means we can put that file into the RAM, the content of the file into the RAM using the file stream. In C++ we talking about the stream, not in C we cannot stream. So I want to insert the whole data, like in first example I write, so I want to insert whole data, like again I want to insert fwrite. Fwrite function is a correct function for writing the data. Value, not value, it's giving the address. And size of, we are using int, so size of int we can, according to operating system to operating system, the size differ, and the PTR किस में जाना है, क्या है, so it's depending upon that. So it's created the f2 file. After the else part we can close, simple, same function we call it for closing, and again return. So in previous one we opening calling, right now we calling binary. Okay. First I clear this, no issue, file is created now successfully. My file name is, sorry, see all are content, but you cannot read that. Here I write like see all are space, something are written in that file, but we cannot read by the terminal, or we cannot read by the VM editor, VI editor. I tried, I show each and everything. If you open that file, something was written @ @ @ @ A @ B A. So it is like you can't, but you can't easily read from the program. I like to show something. See, only read and write permissions are executed, but not read by others, not read by the group. And similar, like if I am talking about similar, but both data is totally different. So this is all about the simplest way to write data in our file. But if I'm talking about, if I want to write the data, if I have a this is a global, this is global. Okay, so I have a data like the structure, person. Okay, we use character, char, name, 30, name, phone is 11-digit number, use 10, address. Yeah, this is a personal details of any user. So I want to write both in the previous and current. Okay, I want to write each and every data taking from the user and write in our file. That's my today and bonus point, how to enter data. Like we entered name like this, or we like name, phone and address. Okay, so first we use as phone name, address. We want person data instead of I obviously used struct person p1. Okay, so I want to insert data, fgetters, we use fgetters. We all know how to use getters. स्टैंडर्ड इनपुट किस में जाएगा, कितना डेटा ले गए, हाउ मच डेटा वी रिट्रीव फ्रॉम द कंसोल एंड where I put it. A minute. Sorry guys. we all know source, destination, p1 dot name, how much data we retrieve, maximum 30, and where, standard input, we use standard input, flash if you remember we clear the memory, phone is maximum 10 digit, flash use, so each and everything in our data 10 times. So I reduce, not 10 times, it's record only 5 users. So we use same addressing. Okay, p1 dot name, p1 dot phone, and p1 dot address, add. So it's totally about the writing data in text file. I'm not changing the name of that file, I'm just write the data. So our program is running now. It's telling to, it should be tell the enter the name, enter the user, so I'm not writing over here. So first is BitsBytes, phone number is, this is not my actual number, this is my house number, like it's taking too much time. So now up we use A1, B1, C1, 4 record I entered, and T1 is my last. So whole record is created. Why it's stopped me for I'm entering some one file? Because it taking, I show you, it taking the 2134234 C's address as a name of the fifth person, because the string length of the C's phone is increased, so it divided into two parts, 10 are readed and 10 acts as another. So CAT C BitsBytes, phone number 0, A1 123. We know, we write, we code, we do something correctly, but some problems are occurred. Why I write? I show you. Because you forget to write slash. Do not go the next line in our. So now I am writing ABC 1 2 3 1 2 3 APT 1 2 3 APT. So file is created now. So you should see that file content now. ABC 1 2 3 1 2 3 should be ABD 1 2 3 1 2 3 ABD 1 2 3. So I forgot something. If you think, if you visualize or so what happening over here? I told you what happening over here. It's taking 30 bytes. So 30 spaces is done. Not showing the size of the array. That's a problem with array. The size of array is not showing. So that kind of problem are occurred in that. So the whole concept is that. So we can write this. Now we change simply similar program we can write. Not doing over here. Show you, but I'm just copy paste. Oh, sorry. Now changes is this. I'm creating another variable p1 same in different function. So it is a local function. So all data is return, and now changes is just p1 size of p1 we can write, or we can write struct person. Struct person, because our structure name is person. So struct person, we can insert record, number of records. So how to records, I record only one at a time. It looping, the content is changed, but each and every time content is changed, but that content is written in my file already. Oh, I need to call that. Now we call the function PC 1 2 3 2 3. Oh, I totally forgot 10 records I entered. Should enter 10 records. See, file is created, you can't see that file content, so that's why I'm not taking too much time. I'm just typing. See, only you can't retrieve. I am entering 234, 34, 34. So something is shown or something is not shown. Something is able to see, but something is not able to see. But the string I'm written is totally shown. The column. This column is represent for name. This column is represent for phone. This column is represent for address. But you can't see, you can't read whole data. You read something from the data. So this is all about the today's section. You can't able to read each and every data from the binary file. You can insert data, you can retrieve data, and the size, if you want to know the size of how much size that file, so you can see this. I told you, but you just write before closing. See, you want to see this, but number of records have decreased. If you have having array, so you just pass the p1. P1 is like, if my array name is p1, then like p1 is my array and number of records is size of the array. That simple is that. Okay, so I just check it. Only 5 records. Entered. So my file is created now. So only 8 byte, 8 bit is used for storing the content. 8 byte is used. 8 bit is too small. Yeah, 8 bytes are used. It's depending upon the size. Pointer take always 2 bytes. That 2 bytes, that's why it shows 8, but the actual file size is 369 bytes. I'm not making fool you. And plain text size is 89 byte. But record I entered, that accessibility depending each and everything. So thanks for watching my video, and next video we talk about the whole concepts of how to read data from the file. We can read data from the binary file also. So good night and sweet dreams.